this nice gentleman is helping me with my suitcases. This was probably the worst train ride ever. We had a 2-hour delay, which was really annoying, but I'm finally here. A bit tired, but I'm making it on time. Arrived at the hotel. Finally. I don't believe it. I am finally in Paris. I need to change really quickly because the car is coming in like 25 minutes to pick me up and I have to be ready. So let me show you quickly my room. I haven't seen anything yet myself, so this is okay, not interesting. The toilet, then I guess this is the bathroom. The room is very tiny. It's so tiny. Okay, where is the lights? Okay, good. So here is the bathroom. Really cute. I love the colors. What's this? We have the closet, safe, blah blah blah. But the room is quite tiny. It is so small. When I entered, I was like, okay, it's so tiny. But look at this. This is so pretty. So I never told you why we are here, but I will in a minute. But oh my goodness, these flowers are gorgeous. And also I got the fruits. I think I'm gonna show you everything. I'll try to maybe I already did actually in this vlog, I'm not sure, but I didn't vlog as much. I tried to little by little, like here and there. Maybe I'll put a voiceover or something so you guys have an idea of what we've been up to. But it was honestly the best welcoming from Van Cleef and Arpels family. This is actually why we came here. We were invited by Van Cleef. My family was invited and I was just there plus one, and then my family decided to stay here for like a proper full vacation. So we're staying another week in Paris. My husband is joining us in a few days. The food was delicious, a lot of raw fish, but since I'm pregnant I couldn't have it. I had kale salad and also this steak, which was delicious. I loved every single dish. So I'm at Ritz and let's do a quick room tour. Here is the room. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love the style. It's very, you know, vintage, very classic style. A lot of paintings. The ceiling looked amazing. Giant bed. We had this hallway and a bathroom which was ginormous. Huge bath, which I never took unfortunately, but I'm not a huge fan of baths still. Look at the details over here. 2 sinks for me only. The toilet, and here we have the shower. A lot of gold everywhere. It's so extra with swans and crystals. It's very beautiful, very bougie. Here's me. By the way, I mentioned before that we are here with Van Cleef and Arpels for their exhibition as well as an event at Versailles, which is so freaking cool. But I'm staying at the Ritz currently, not at Castille, because my family got 2 hotel rooms and they only needed 1. So they offered me the second one, and of course I agreed to stay with them. Next, we came to the place called Giraffe Restaurant, which had an amazing view on Eiffel Tower. It was so beautiful. Look, ta-da! Here it is, so cool. And now I'm getting ready for the event. This is my final look. I'm gonna show you the final outfit later. We are now in the car getting to Palace of Versailles. It is looking absolutely stunning. It's almost sunset. We were just so lucky with the weather. It's so beautiful, not raining at all, but it was a little bit windy, which made it tricky to take photos and videos. As you can see, my hair is just all over the place, but the place was absolutely beautiful and we had it all to ourselves. And here's my beautiful mama. She looks absolutely stunning. After almost 2 hours of walking around Versailles, we had dinner, which was so good, so delicious. Unfortunately, I only have footage of this one dish. It looks like a mushroom. That's why I've decided to film it, but it's steak underneath and it was so delicious. So yum. Then we got to enjoy seeing all the beautiful jewelry from the exhibition on these wonderful models in such beautiful dresses. Their hair and makeup were on point. The music, the light, they just looked like fairies, I swear to God, from some fairy tales. They looked unreal. And this was so special because I've never seen anything like this before. I loved it. The video is about 2 minutes, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. The next morning, everyone was feeling very tired because we got back home at around 1:30. The event lasted until around 12:30, maybe 1ish, but it took around 1 hour to get back to the hotel. And early in the morning, we had more plans, more visits. And this was my very casual touristic outfit. It was also pretty chilly outside, so I put a jacket on. Today we came to Picasso Museum. Very exciting. We have a guide that will give us the tour here. Very curious to see. This is his early work from when he was 14 years old, and he actually painted really well, and then he started experimenting with abstract, as we can see here, and more here. We saw a lot of funky paintings which didn't make sense. He also took inspiration from Edouard Manet, and he sort of recreated his work but in abstract version, the way he saw it. After the museum, we rushed to the restaurant. There was a lot of traffic and we came in late, unfortunately, but we came to Relais Louis XIII to taste the iconic menu from 1961, the one that was served to President Kennedy and his wife at Palace of Versailles, and it was also one of the most unique experiences that I've ever encountered in my life. And the food was absolutely delicious. Here is the original document of how everyone was seated at that dinner. We had meat, fish, it was a 4-course menu, which was too much food for one person. Also, everybody got to try the wine from the event. I couldn't, but whatever. Then we had 30 minutes to get ready and come to Opera Garnier in Paris, which is the most beautiful place I've ever seen. It's spectacular, and if you've never been there, I would highly recommend to go in just to visit, not even to see the play. We came to see one opera, and honestly, I did not enjoy it that much, to be honest. We loved the music, their voices were incredible, but the play itself was not that enjoyable, to be honest. Hi everyone, welcome from Place Vendôme in Paris. It's a beautiful morning. It's pretty warm outside, although it's like 17 degrees. Haven't had enough sleep in a few days because we've been so freaking busy, like I said on my Instagram, but hopefully now I'll be able to vlog more and better. So I'm now going to Castille Hotel to do the checkout because that's where I was staying. I never stayed a single night there. I was staying at Ritz with my parents, and I'm gonna explain everything a bit later, but I have to do the checkout now. Yeah, but what I loved about Castille is that it's right next door to Chanel. Like Castille and Chanel, Rue Cambon Chanel. We still haven't been because we haven't had a single free minute, but hopefully not today probably, but tomorrow or the day after we'll get there. And here is Rue Cambon and Chanel. It's interesting that there are two stores, so the one on the corner and here is the second one, and they have the cute pink mini with top handle that we never received in Geneva. It's still closed because it's 9 a.m. and this is the new collection. The jacket is just fabulous and the satin mini is also beautiful. And so guys, this is the room where I've never stayed. This was my bathroom, and this is the bedroom situation. Nobody slept in this bed. I've got my lights over here because I was gonna film something, but I never had the chance, to be honest, and my dad and my brother were playing around with the lights. They were trying to turn it on, but the light is just dead. Here we have the beautiful flower arrangement that I never got to enjoy because, once again, I never stayed here. And it's actually sad having this room empty for all these days, but this room was covered by Van Cleef. We didn't know that my parents would have 2 rooms instead of 1, so that's why I was staying with them instead of here, because it's more convenient to be with my family, to be close to them, to stay in one place. You know, it's easier even to wake up in the morning, get dressed, and like go to breakfast. This is the closet, all my stuff that I need to pack now. Have to pack fast because I need to get back to Ritz and have breakfast. It's 9:20, 9:15. And our car is leaving the hotel at around 10 because we have a Saint Laurent guided tour, Saint Laurent Museum guided tour. So we have to be there at like 10:30. So I guess if we leave at 10:15, it's not going to be a big deal. Hopefully there is no traffic on the road. But I need to pack really fast. Half of my stuff is at my parents' hotel. So afterwards I'll have to pass by and get my stuff from there too. But, you know, it's been a stressful morning a little bit. I still haven't had breakfast. I need to hurry. I'm gonna leave my suitcase here downstairs. Then the driver will pick it up and bring it to me. But all is going well. I am loving Paris so far. We've done, you know, so much incredible stuff. It's been so much fun. It's been such an incredible experience. We've met so many amazing people. We discovered so many amazing things. We saw so many beautiful things. We visited so many places. Wow, it's been a dream, honestly, and I'm just so very thankful and grateful that I could be a part of it. I'm happy my parents took me along with them. We are now at Saint Laurent Museum, and previously this was the haute couture house of Saint Laurent. This is his painting by Andy Warhol. And we got to see hundreds of different sketches of clothing designs. He created a lot of costumes for theaters and ballets, which is so freaking cool. He started very young. He was such a talented person. And he first started working with Dior. He then became the creative director after Dior passed away. And later on, he decided to start his own maison. Here we can see more of his styles and designs, which is so beautiful. It's all original. In the envelopes, I believe it was like sketches of stages and little parts of clothing that was used for haute couture shows. Here at the top, we can see the mannequins of his real customers, so he can, you know, create perfect outfits for them, perfect clothing pieces. And this is the cape collection that he created. By the way, none of the names of his clients were disclosed, unfortunately, but we were very curious. And this is his atelier, this is his desk, and it is, as it was before, very messy. And we also got to see a little, you know, film about Saint Laurent and how he started, when he started, the award that he won for his dress. It's just so inspirational and it's so beautiful. His entire career, he was just such a talented person. And, you know, once he retired in 2002, he decided to cancel haute couture. That's why it doesn't exist anymore. He didn't want to appoint anyone. So haute couture doesn't exist in Saint Laurent anymore. And this was the only clothing piece that we got to see. Very unique, very special, the most expensive clothing piece sold on auction. And we also saw Naomi Campbell wore it. We are now in Montmartre, and as you can see, right in the center with the famous restaurant, lots and lots of people, lots and lots of tourists heading towards the cathedral. They also have a lot of galleries, which we want to visit. The whole place and the weather were so beautiful. We enjoyed that day so much. We had some snails at the restaurant as well. We were being very, very touristic. Here is a view from a viewpoint on the city, which is so beautiful. I don't remember if it was the same day or the next day, but we went to see Moulin Rouge, and it was a little bit more provocative than we expected. The next morning, we went to the Illusion Museum, which was a lot of fun, browsed around city, you know, saw different places. We just discovered Paris from a different point of view. We are now at Pont Neuf. Here it is. And we all know about one of the newest Louis Vuitton bags named after this bridge. That's so cool. I've never seen it actually before. Maybe I have, but I didn't pay much attention. Typical Paris. And in the evening we went to Bateau Parisien. I found it very randomly on Google, but it did not disappoint. It was such an amazing experience. So we basically had dinner on the boat, cruising around Seine with, you know, beautiful monuments all around us. The food was delicious. The snails were amazing once again. The snails, I just love them so much. We also got to see a little bit of sunset, even though the weather was not that nice in the afternoon. It was a bit cloudy. If you're in Paris, I would highly recommend going on a cruise. It was so worth the money. They had live music. The service was amazing. It was incredible. Today we came to Disneyland, which is so much fun. We are next to the Haunting Manor over there. Well, I'm next to it while everyone is inside having fun. What's cool about Disneyland is that you can see on the map every attraction and you can see if pregnant ladies can go. I unfortunately could not go there. But I'm patiently waiting for everyone. That's not fun. Being here and not being able to ride. I wish I could be there too. But the weather is beautiful. It's a bit windy. The park, the atmosphere and everything is just amazing. It's very similar to Europa Park, but different at the same time. We are now in the Wild West section. And there is a boat that just came here. I'm not sure if is it a ride? I don't even know. I think it is because they're opening the gates. It's so beautiful.
Please remain seated at all times. Keep your hands and arms inside the rock. Please fasten.
Now in the studios, and unfortunately I can only go to one of the rides, so I'm waiting for everyone to finish with this one and then we're gonna go to Cars, and yeah, and then I'll keep waiting for them to go to different rides because there are so many. It's not even 10 a.m. The shop is still closed, but there is already a giant queue waiting for the store to open. How crazy. The last stop in Paris was Madame Brasserie restaurant at Eiffel Tower. Unfortunately, it was just the three of us, my mom, my husband, and me, who went there because my brother got sick and he stayed in the hotel room with my dad. But here is the food. We couldn't get refund for the two of them, but you know, they just offered us everything, all dishes for 5 people. We obviously didn't finish everything, but the food was okay. It was not as fun as going to Moulin Rouge, for example, but it was nice. This is everything for this vlog. I tried showing you as much as I could. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!